Okay, so I think we're going to get started for today. So today we have our adult lesson or a parent lesson. So today's kind of topic is going to be about mealtime. So words that you can use when you're eating or having a meal. So I'll kind of go over some of those words today. Specifically some commands and then also some questions and phrases that might go along with the mealtime. I think next week I will do some foods. So there's so many different names for foods in Oneida. I think I'm going to do like next week's Thursday parent lesson talking about the names of foods. So we'll go over some commands first. So last week when I talked about commands, a lot of time they start with an S or a za because you're telling that person you. S or za, depending on the stem, in Oneida means you. So you're telling someone to do something. So zadekun is our first one. The full word sounds like zadekuni, but a lot of times commands are just kind of said by themselves. So we would say zadekun is eat. Or it can also mean like eat a meal, like eat your food. I'll go through all of these and then we'll practice them going through the pronunciation if you're watching. But I'll just kind of go through them and give you the meanings and then maybe say a little bit about them. So the first one was zadekun. The next one is isik. Isik. It means like eat it, or it's kind of specifically talking about one thing. So that's kind of the difference between zadekun or isik. Zadekun is referencing like a meal or like a few foods, more than one, many foods. And isik is like just one thing, kind of like eat it, that one thing. So they are used a lot though, like interchangeably. So they both mean eat or eat it. So isik or zadekun, they both mean eat. The next one, snegil. Snegil is the full word command. Snegil, it means drink. So drink or drink it. The next one is zadequizan. Zadequizan is finish your food. Finish your food. Zadequizane. Finish your food. So that's a good one. Zadeniat or zadenianda is try it. Zadeniat. So we'll go through the pronunciation for that in a little bit. Desatskahu. Desatskahu is like chew it. Chew it. And this other phrase I wrote on here too, it's kind of a good one. Oskana suha is like slowly, slow. Desatskahu. So oskana suha desatskahu is like chew your food slowly. That's a good one. So it kind of goes with this command here, desatskahu. So let's go through the pronunciation. So I will slow it down and I'll break each word apart, syllable by syllable. So if you're watching along, you can say it after I say it, repeat it after me, and then we'll go through the full word also. So the first one is zadekun. So we'll practice za. So you guys can try za, de, kun. So let's try the full word, zadekun. We'll try it again. So go ahead and say it again. Zadekun. Zadekun. Sometimes you'll hear the S pronunciation too for this S in Oneida. So sometimes you might hear sadekun. S's are kind of flexible like that. Sometimes they'll make the S sound. Sometimes they'll make the Z sound. It also depends on the speaker. So zadekun or sadekun. The next one is really simple. The first part of it is I. So remember when we went through the sound practice, the E makes it E makes a E sound. So E. So and the H is a breath. So I. So we're saying I. So go ahead and try I. Sek. I sek. Go ahead and try isek. And then all together, isek. So it's just a little faster. Isek. The next one is snegil. Snegil, we'll try this S-H-N-E together is sneh. So go ahead and try sneh. And then the last part, gil. So remember these underlined parts are just whispered. A lot of times the commands, you're really not saying them because you're just saying this one word. So it's just snegil. So let's try piece by piece again, and then the full word. Everyone, sneh, gil, snegil. Okay, so snegio is drink. The next one is a little bit of a longer word. We'll take that one piece by piece also. So I'll say it and I'll have you repeat it. So everyone, za. Go ahead and try it, za. De. Qui, so it's this K-H-W-I, qui, zun. We'll try it piece by piece again, and then we'll say the whole word slowly and then a little faster, the whole word. So everyone, za, de, qui, zun. Piece by piece again. Za, de, qui, zun. And that's finish your food. The full word, we'll go through it slowly. Za de qui zun. So go ahead and try it. Za de qui zun. Good. And then just a little faster when we're saying the command. Za de qui zun. Kind of gets the flow down. Za de qui zun. So go ahead and try that. Za de qui zun. Okay. Or sometimes again you might hear the za de qui zun, the S or the Z sound. Both are acceptable and correct. So, za de qui zun, finish your food. That's a good one to use with your children, your family. The next one, za de niat, is try it. So we'll go through that piece by piece. Everyone, za, de, nia, and then it's just the t. But we'll try it half and half. So za de and then niat. Okay, so everyone, za de, niat. Again, za de, niat. The full word, we'll go through it slowly. Za de niat. Again, za de niat. Good. Just putting it all together now, just a little bit more fast, a little bit more smooth. Za de niat. Good. Okay, and then this last command is de satskahu, so it's chew it. We'll try that one piece by piece. Everyone, de. Go ahead and try de. Sat. Ska. Hu. We'll try it piece by piece again. So de. Sat. Ska. Hu. And then the full word slowly through. De sat ska hu. Again. De sat ska hu. Good. And then let's just put that together a little bit more smoothly. De sat ska hu. So go ahead and try it. De sat ska hu. Good job. The next one, it's just a phrase. It's like just a little addition I wanted to put with this word. De sat ska hu is chew it. If you want to tell, someone, chew your food slowly. Oskana suha is the word for slowly. Oskana su or oskana suha. So this word, oskana suha, de sat ska hu, that is the phrase for chew your food slowly. Let's practice that one in case you might want to use it. The first one is o. So you can try o. Ska. Na. Su. Ha. And then the de sat ska hu, so we've practiced that. We'll break it down again. De sat ska hu. Okay, so let's try it a little more slowly again. So everyone, o, ska, na, su, ha, de sat ska hu. Okay, let's try each word and then the full phrase. Okay, so everyone, oskana su. Now the full word, oskana suha. Okay, de sat ska hu. Again, oskana suha. De sat ska hu. Awesome. Let's try the full phrase. I'll say it and then I'll have you repeat it. Oskana suha. De sat ska hu. Oskana suha, de sat ska hu. All right, so those are some mealtime commands. These are really common ones. I just chose ones that we use a lot already, like in English, and these are really common also in Ongohohne to use during when you're eating. So good words to use, good words to know. The next ones I'll go through are on the other side. These ones have to do with questions and like other phrases. Also, I did take a picture of this, so I'll attach the picture of this board in the comments after the video. So in case you're following along or want to have it as a reference in the future, I'll put it in the comments. So questions and phrases, mealtime questions and phrases. This is very, very common in Oneida. This question or this word, variations of this word, isle or isele, there's different pronunciations of it. It means want. It means you want. Another little piece of information is when we add ga to something, generally it always has to be used with a verb in the you form. Isle, I said, is you want. Isle ga, this ga always makes it a question. So ga makes things questions. So if you're saying isle ga, that's now a question, and now it is meaning, do you want it? You can actually use this by itself, isle ga or isele ga. It just means, do you want it? Do you want it? Whatever it is. But you can also use it with like lots of other stuff. Variations of this word to want. In the you form, do you or you want, whatever. You can say isle ga blank, whatever. So if you're using it for mealtime, you can say isle ga like to drink. But this is, you can say it with anything. So isle ga gahwa, I'll just put it in here just so you can see. Gahwa is just the word for food, like a general word. Isle ga gahwa, do you want food? Or whatever. That's a good one too. So you can use it with anything. You can use it by itself. The phrase is isle ga, and it just means, do you want it or whatever, if you put something after it. It doesn't have to be foods. It can be like anything also. But it's used a lot during this time too, mealtime. So I just wanted to put that on there because I did want to elaborate on that question just a little bit more and relate it a little bit more to mealtime. So if we said isle ga, do you want, we can also add and talk about these words for eating and drinking. So asade kun, remember this command is sade kun is you eat. We have different conjugations of that same verb, and it changes a little bit, but you can hear the ade kun. Ade kun has to do with eating. So isle ga asade kun, do you want to eat? You can actually use it by itself just like that. You don't have to have anything after it, because notice there's little blanks here. You could put the words for foods in here, or you can just leave it like this and say isle ga asade kun, do you want to eat? Yes, I do. No, I don't. And just a reminder, the word yes is carrot, carrot, and then da is the word for no. So you can use that in this same way too. So isle ga asade kun, do you want to eat? Da, yes or no. Or you can use it and put a little bit more onto that and say isle ga asade kun ni gahwa. So that was the word I was using before. Gahwa is food. Do you want to eat food? Or you can be specific too. You can say, let me grab some pictures here. So I use these a lot during like the morning lessons with my students. Isle ga asade kun ni awahit. So awahit is strawberry. Do you want to eat a strawberry? Strawberries? You can use it like that too. Whatever names or words for food, you can add that to this sentence. But also you can use it by itself. So just something good to know related to mealtime words. The next one is really, really similar. Instead of us saying asade kun, do you want to eat? This asade kun means to eat. Instead of saying that, I just changed it, and now we're talking about to drink. So, islega asnegila. You can say that by itself. You don't have to have anything after it, like we were mentioning. And it just means, do you want to drink? Kind of like, do you want to drink or do you want to drink? Kind of like that. But if you wanted to be specific and add the word or name for something, like water is ohneganus, you could say islega asnegila ohneganus. You can say that. And you're just saying, do you want to drink water? So that is a good word to use. You don't have to be specific and say asadekun or asnegil. You can also just say islega. Islega is really good. Means the same thing with whatever you're trying to say, essentially. This next one, you know what, now I think about it, I'm going to add this one too. Okay, so I'll go over this one first. Zanyatatase ga, zanyatatase, it means you're thirsty. Adding the ga makes it a question. So zanyatatase ga, are you thirsty? So ga makes something a question. You can use this phrase by itself without the ga. It just means you're thirsty. Zanyatatas or zanyatatase. Adding the ga, it's now a question. It's something we would say if we're eating a meal. So, zanyatatase ga, are you thirsty? Good word to use. This other one I forgot to add on here, also a really good word. Zadunkayaks is you're hungry, so it doesn't have to have the rest of this. But if I added the ga, it makes it a question. These are common things we would say during mealtime. Zadunkayaks ga? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? So that's a good one to use also. A few more, and then I'll kind of go through the pronunciation. This word yawegu, so I'm just going to cover this up because I want to tell you the meaning of just yawegu. Yawegu just means it tastes good. So adding a ga, we're making it a question. Yawegu ga, does it taste good? So also a good phrase to use. If you wanted to respond to that, you could say means yes. Yawegu, yes, it tastes good. If you wanted to say it doesn't taste good, we would add what we call yate. Yate makes things the opposite or a negative of what they are. So if we're saying yawegu, it tastes good, usually this yate, just a little background on how this functions in our words, grammatically speaking, yate goes before your verb. Yawegu is a verb. So yate yawegu, it doesn't taste good. So that's how you would say the opposite of yawegu. So yawegu, yes, it tastes good, or yate yawegu, it doesn't taste good. The last one I have on here is has to do with also the taste of something, except this is a little different. Zegaz or zegaze means you like the taste of it. So you're liking these foods. You're going to use this word if you're talking about liking foods specifically. Zegaz or zegaze is you like the taste of it, the food, whatever you're talking about. Zegaze ga, we're making it a question. Do you like the taste of it? Now you can use this just by itself. You don't have to have anything after the ga, like we mentioned up here. Instead, it would just be, do you like the taste of it? Maybe they're eating something and you're just asking them a question. Zegaze ga, do you like the taste of it? But you can be more specific and add something after that question. Zegaze ga, gakwa, do you like the taste of the food? Or zegaze ga, whatever, deyoda hyakdu is a banana. Zegaze ga deyoda hyakdu is like, do you like the taste of bananas? Do you like bananas? It can be shortened in meaning and also mean, do you like bananas? But we're specifically talking about food. So it does have a little bit of a deeper meaning and a little bit of a different context as to how this word would be used And it's generally only going to be used probably during mealtime or unless you're talking about foods. So, zega zega. Do you like the taste of it? And you can add a food word after it. The next one, if you wanted to respond to that, say, yeah, I like the taste of it. You could say wage gaz or wage gaze. This is a full word. I like the taste of it. That's all that would mean by itself. But if you wanted to be specific, say someone asked you, zega zega, deyoda yaktu, do you like the taste of bananas? Wage gaze, yes, I like the taste of it. Deyoda yaktu. Wage gaze, deyoda yaktu. You can say that too. So either of those will be fine. You can use them with the names of foods, be more specific. You can use them by itself. This last thing I wanted to mention, I wrote it up here. These words we talk about and use a lot pretty much during any time of the day, but a lot during mealtime too if we're asking kids if they want certain foods or to eat, and how much of it. Ezo. Ezo means a lot, and ostu, or the full word, ostuha, is like a little bit. So ezo is a lot, ostuha is a little bit. Those are good words to use when we're talking about, like, say you're passing out food, and, you know, maybe you want them to try it. Sadenia da. Deyoda yaktu. Say you want them to try the banana. Ostuha. It's like a little bit. Just try a little bit. You can say it like that. You can even say that too. Zadenia da ostu. Just try a little bit. That's a good word to do. That's a good word to use too. So those are just kind of extra words. You can use them during mealtime. You can use them with anything, really, not just foods. So they're just what we call particle phrases. They're not nouns. They're not verbs. They're just these random, like, little pieces, particles of our language that have certain meanings. So I'll go through the pronunciation here, and then I think that'll be it. So I'll break this down, so you can repeat it after I say it. We'll start with this phrase, islega. So I'll do both pronunciations. You might hear isle or isele. I'll start with isle. So the first one, everyone, sle, and then the ga. Okay? So let's do the full phrase. This is a short little word. So isle, ga. Okay? Full phrase, islega. Do you want it? Okay? And then I'm going to do the other pronunciation, isele. So I'll break it down piece by piece. Everyone, sel, le, gan. Okay, so that full word sounds like isele, gan. Okay, and remember you can use that just like by itself or with something. Isele gan gakwa, food. Isele gan awanhit, strawberries. Do you want strawberries? Whatever. The next phrase, the full word phrase sounds like islega asadekun. Islega asadekun. So we practice islega. So I'll have you say islega. So go ahead. Islega. Let's do this next one. Sa de kun. Okay? So do you want to eat? Do you want to eat it? Or you can have something after it to be more specific. But we're just going to practice this part. So we'll do this, islega, and then asadekun, and then the full phrase. Okay, so everyone, islega, asadekun. Okay, full phrase, islega, asadekun. Good. We'll do it one more time. Islega, asadekun. Good. Okay. The next one we're going to do is same verb, islega, or question, but also changing it now to talking about drinking. So we're not saying, do you want to eat? We're saying, do you want to drink? This word, snegil, that's where it comes from, this command that we talked about over here, snegil. So let's go through the question, islega. So go ahead and say it, islega. And then, snegil. So let's try that piece by piece. Everyone, snegil. Good. Now let's do the islega, and then we'll do the snegil. Everyone, islega, snegil. Again, Islega asnegia. Good. Okay, let's do the full phrase. Slowly. Islega asnegia. Okay, one more time. Islega asnegia. Good. Okay. This next one, are you thirsty? Zanyata tasega. Let's go through that one. Everyone, za, nya, dat, ta, se, ga. This one's a little bit of a longer word and it has some different sounds in it. So let's do that again. Everyone, za, nya, dat, ta, se, ga. Okay, now let's do half and half, kind of. We'll do what's before the glottal and then what's after the glottal. So everyone, zanya, da, ta, se. Okay, let's try that again. Zanya, da, ta, se. We'll do it one more time. Zanya, da, ta, se. Good. Okay, now let's put this whole word together and then we'll put the phrase together with the ga. Okay, let's go through it slowly. Zanya, da, ta, se. Again. Zanya, da, ta, se. One more time. Zanya, da, ta, se. Okay, now let's make it a question. We'll add the ga. Everyone, zanya, da, ta, se, ga. Good. One more time. This is a longer word, so we'll have a little bit of extra practice. Zanya, da, ta, se, ga. Good. That's a good word to use. The next one, really quickly. Are you hungry? Zadun gayak ska? Ah. Yep. Yes, I am. Let's practice this. Everyone, za, do, gal, yaks, ga. So that's the question. Makes it a question. Again, za, do, gal, yaks. Okay. Let's do like half and half. Zadu and then the galyaks. Okay. Everyone, zadu, galyaks. Good. Full word. Slowly. Zadu, galyaks. Again, a little faster. Zadu, galyaks. Good. Phrase, are you hungry? Everyone, zadu, galyakska. One more time. Zadu, galyakska. Good. Okay. So we have a few more phrases left. The next one has to do with this yawegu. Yawegu is a real short word. Means it tastes good. Yawegu ga. Does it taste good? Everyone, ya, we, gu, ga. Let's do this word. Yawegu. Okay. Let's do the full phrase. Yawegu ga. One more time. Yawegu ga. Good. Possible response. Yes, it tastes good. Let's everyone try. Means yes. Yawegu. Full phrase together. Yawegu. Good. Let's say the opposite. It doesn't taste good. So it's yate, yawegu. So let's try this yate. Everyone, ya, de, yawegu. Again, yate, yawegu. Okay? Yate, yawegu. It doesn't taste good. Last little set here. Zega, zega means do you like the taste of it? Let's try that piece by piece, syllable by syllable. Everyone, ze, ga, ze, ga. So let's try this word by itself. Zegaze. Everyone, zegaze, ga. The phrase, zegaze, ga. Good. Okay. To respond, I like the taste of it. Because remember, zegaze guns, do you like the taste of it? I like the taste of it. Wagegaze is the word, or wagegaz. So let's try piece by piece. Everyone, wa, ge, Ga. Ze. Again, let's do half and half. Wage. Gaze. Again, wage. Gaze. Full word. Wage gaze. Good. And then the last two words here. Azo. Good word. Azo means a lot. Everyone, a. Zo. Azo. This next one, ostu or ostuha, means a little bit. Everyone, o. Stew. Again, o. Stew. Full word. O. Stew. Ha. All together. Ostuha. Good. Okay. So these are some good mealtime commands and questions and phrases. So I will attach the picture of this board in the comments. That's as far as we'll go today. Next week I'll do like part 2 of this lesson, and we'll talk about foods, fruits, vegetables, meats, breakfast foods, whatever, names of them. I'll do that next week. All right? So that's it. Thanks for watching. Nugiba.